And now for everybody's favorite part of the video, the unboxing. Of course, the damn controller is not in there. I found a FLKey 37. I bought it online at Guitar Center and it is basically sold out now. I bought the last one. The other day I bought the FLKey Mini, and I will have all that information in the description box, so if you want to purchase it, I recommend if you could find one to purchase it and don't play no games, because I truly do like it. I'm not a huge fan of FL Studio, but this controller does make the difference. One of the main things I wish it had was these touch strips. I kind of prefer the touch strips, but I'm pretty sure that Novation did the research and found that most people like the wheels over, you know, the touch strip or whatever. At least that's my guess. And there are some huge differences between the FLKey Mini and the FLKey 37. Seeing that it has a little bit more real estate, this has 25 keys and it's really small in comparison to the FLKey 37, which has 37 keys, so that's what the numbers mean. The pads on the 37 look about the same size as the Mini, but as you can guess, if you just do a quick eyeball, you can tell. Some of the knobs are a little bit bigger, of course, and you can see by the channel rack, and just judging that, it's a tad bit bigger in size. And the transport button on the 37 is expanded, while this one only has play and record. This has the stop button, which you can actually press the play button on the FLKey Mini and it will stop whatever is going on in FL Studio, and it will start from the very beginning, which I really like. It has an undo or redo button, and it has a score log, which I have no clue what the hell that means. We'll find that out momentarily. You have these dedicated mixer buttons, and you have the little preset, so you can actually go through the FL stock plugins presets like Flex or something like that, which is going to be a pretty amazing experience. And then you have this small LED screen here. You also have a setting button where I just hit that and it just brought up some settings, but I don't have FL open. You have a fixed chord button and note repeat, which is found on the FLKey Mini. So you know, you're not missing out on much of that. And you can see that a lot of its functionality that was on the FLKey Mini is missing on the FLKey 37 because of the more real estate. They can do whatever the hell they want, so that's pretty cool. They do have user chords, scale chords on this, so it's much more like the Novation Launchkey 37, and I can appreciate that. And then this button with the 3 dots or whatever, we'll find out about that momentarily as well. If we take a quick look at the back of the unit, you can see that it has this right here. It has a sustain pedal port, just like the Mini, and it has a Type B to Type A USB connection right here, so you can plug it up to your desktop or laptop. And then it has a full size instead of like a mini size where you need a connector, breakout cable of some sort. So you can plug up like, you know, like your hardware to it. And that's one thing I'm looking forward to down the line, is using this with hardware inside FL Studio, and having a dedicated MIDI controller will make that so much easier. So that is really, really exciting in itself. Just for a quick comparison, I'm grabbing my Launchkey 37 right here so you can see the difference here. You got this sleek grayish look, while this has a black look, and I'm a huge fan of the dark gray rather than a black keyboard. I mean, there's so many different manufacturers that make black keyboards, and I think that's more or less just to keep costs down. But hey, I'm all for any different cool colors that you can come out with, Novation. So look into that, because they do sell when they are in different colors. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. And unlike the Launchkey 37, it does not have the deviate and mutate, so that has its purpose. For comparison reasons, I will show you the Launchkey 25. There is no FLKey 25, at least not a full-size one like this. Perhaps maybe down the future, you never know what's gonna go down over there. I don't, at least. But yeah, it is a tad bit smaller than the 37 key. And that is the reason why I like the Novation keyboards, because they make room for a lot of real estate and then making it compact. So it's easier to travel with, even though I would get the mini if I wanted to travel. So this is my first time using the 37 key, so I'm gonna go to novationmusic.com and register it. So after registering it, you'll see it says setting it up with FL Studio. And yeah, make sure that you just go through those videos, as you know, that this way I won't get it misconstrued, or if there's any misinformation in this video, you can verify it through them. Because Novation damn sure let me know how to use this thing. By the way, shout out to Novation. I bought this, okay? I bought this. Well, it looks like everything is good. Now to the shit that really matters. Let's pull up FL Studio and go crazy. So I have everything set up in FL Studio the way I want it. And the pads feel real good, so let's give them a good run real quick. Yeah, it feel good to me. I like it. So unlike the FLKey Mini, it has a metronome button. So that is cool. I'm gonna go ahead and hit record and then do the counting and let's go. And I can just turn it off. I love that. Bruh. So the FLKey 37 so far feels really good in comparison to the Mini, which felt pretty decent. Like, you get what you pay for and then some. I like this though. Man. Shout out to the person that showed me this. You can hit this plus sign and then add plugins here. I didn't know that. That's because I don't use FL Studio that often. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab Slice X. Got Slice X here. And now I'm gonna go and find a sample. So now that I have all these chops in here, what I'm gonna do next is go into instrument mode, which allows you to play with those chops on the pads. But I wanna go to plugin mode so I can control the pots. So that way, you know, you can mess with some of the stuff on here, and you can also do some retuning too. Go ahead and press record and let's go over it. And I gotta press record again. Yeah, I really like this workflow. I really do. Might be making more FL Studio videos. Finally, right? So let's go ahead and add an instance of Flex, because Flex is a dope plugin that I love. And I will go into plugin mode and test this out. So let's go ahead and hit plugin mode and let's see. Yes, you can. So if you're wondering, yes, you can change the presets. Okay, so I found some 808 basses that I like. I'm gonna go ahead and just mess with this master filter on Flex. I'm about to say Nexus, but and I'm gonna record that in. Let's go. So I like the bass. What I'm gonna do is go to, I guess, channel volume and see if I can turn it down here. And it looks like you can. Let's see. How would I turn it down? Channel volume. Oh, okay. So basically, it correlates. Damn it. So I kind of messed some things up. So let me go ahead and set some things back. Matter of fact, I'll do it in real time. So I changed the sound from Flex to Sawyer, which is another FL plugin, whatever makes everybody happy. But other than that, I'm gonna use the chord mode. So let's go into scale. And what I need to do is press Shift and Scale to set the root key. The root key sounded like it would be in a F, so like F sharp, or either the corresponding G flat. So let's go ahead and see. While scale is flashing, you can select from a major, minor, Dorian, Mixolydian, Phrygian, harmonic minor, minor pentatonic, major pentatonic. So what I'm gonna do is just select let's go with a F major, and let's see what that sounds like. So let's lay this out real quick. I'm not really happy with the sound, but cool. Let's go. Not the best preset for the job, but whatever, you get the point. So one thing I want to show you real quick is like how would you do note repeat. It's pretty easy. You would just hit the note repeat button, which is right here. And once you hit it, it's illuminated. Then you can do whatever you want with the hi-hat. So I'll just record something in real quick. So, and it is pretty dope. I don't know why I did that, but you know, that's a FL thing. That ain't a Novation thing. That's a FL thing. So other than that, you do have note repeat. And if I was to expound on it, I can show you a pretty cool trick here. What I usually do on the MPC is I do like multiple hi-hat rolls and stuff like that. It's just one of the things that the MPC does very well. Well, now you have access to that in FL Studio, as long as you go into instrument mode, I believe. Yeah. So just have to turn on note repeat, and now you can control different pitches. And if you press Shift and rate, you can control different rates too. So overall, I think it's a pretty good controller. From my experience though, I have encountered a couple of bugs. A lot of them going from the channel rack switching to, man, God knows what. Sometimes it will just stop working altogether. But then again, this version is still in version 1.0, and you never know. And Novation is pretty good with fixing any kind of bugs or glitches or anything like that. But other than that though, I definitely think it's a really good buy. So check it out.